Welcome students, I am Professor Sunil Chinte. In this session, we are going to see how we can create the login servlets, okay, by using the HTTP servlets. Means we have to create the servlet, okay, by using the HTTP servlet that is present or available in a package that is called as javax.servlet.http. As you know that the javax.servlet.http is a protocol specific. Okay, let's see what is meant by servlet before moving the programs or the designing the servlet. As you know that servlet is the server side software component that is written in a Java language, and it dynamically extend the functionality of servers. Okay, as you know ki servlet is the server side software component that is written in Java language, and it extend the capability of servers. Okay, now to design the servlet we are going to NetBeans IDE. Okay, we are going to use here NetBeans IDE. So first launch the NetBeans IDE that I have already installed in my systems along with the Apache Tomcat servers. Okay, means your machines must have the Apache Tomcat servers. Okay, and the requires JDK and the JRE. Okay, so along with these all the softwares we have to create the servlets. Okay, let's create a new project by clicking the file. Okay, create a new project that is the web application, that is the select the Java web and the web applications, then click on the next button. Okay, write the project name here. Okay, so I am writing or I am using the project name as the login web demo. Okay, then click the next buttons. Here I have already configured Apache Tomcats, okay, with this NetBeans. Okay, so here you will find the Apache Tomcat. Then next click the next button. Okay, no need to select any frameworks here and click the finish. So you are now ready to create the applications. Okay, here you will find different folders just like web page. Under that web page you will find the web.inf folders. Okay, another you will find the source package. Under this source package you have to create the servlets. Okay, right click on that, then select the servlet. Okay, now you have to use the servlet names. I am using login servlet. I am using here the name as a login servlet. Okay, then use the next button. Then you have to select the deployment descriptor files, name as the web.xml. Okay, web.xml. Use the servlet names. Okay, here I am using the servlet names. Okay, that is called as the internal alias names. Okay, it is work as the alias name. My login servlet, and this is the URL patterns. Okay, that is called as the internal alias names. Okay, I will explain in web.xml file. So I will use as a login, name as a login, then finish. It will create the deployment descriptor file in web.inf folder. Okay, so you will find here the web.xml file. Okay, this is the deployment descriptor file. Okay, so in this file you will find the different tags. Okay, under the web.app tags. Okay, under the web app tags you will find the servlet tags and the servlet mapping tags. In servlet you will find the servlet name and the servlet class. Okay, and the servlet mapping, under that you will find the servlet names and the URL patterns. I already told you this, there are the two alias names. First is the internal alias names and the external alias names with the actual servlet. So here is the actual name of your servlet class, that is the login servlet. Okay, and this external alias names, with these names the user can interact with the servlets. Okay, means you will not access the servlet directly with its actual names. Okay, this is mapping, this is the mapping with the actual servlet. Why we are providing here the matching mapping? For the security purpose. Okay, this external alias names will map with the internal alias names, that is the my login, and this my login alias names, okay, that will be mapped with the actual class names. Okay, so this is the web.xml file, or we can say deployment descriptors. Okay, now you have to create the HTML files. Okay, you have to create the HTML file. Okay, now we are going to create here the login forms. Okay, for that purpose I will use the form tag here. Okay, under that form tags I will use the method, that is the post method. Okay, and you know about the post methods. Okay, you can send the data to the post method, that will not visible on the URL, but when you use the get method, that times all the data that you send will be open on the URLs. Okay, by default the method, okay, is the get methods. Okay, then you have to use the action. Okay, that will redirect your servlets. This form will be redirect to the servlets. Okay, so which names we will use here? That is the login, because the external user or the clients interact with the servlets by using here external alias name. The external alias name that I have already used here, that is the login. That is the login. So the external user or the client recognize the servlet with this name login. Okay, so I have used here the login. Then we have to use two fields, that is the username. For that purpose I am using the input tag, input, then type, here the type is text. Okay, then the name work as like the variables. So I am using the name as the user name, UN. Okay, UN. Similarly I am using another input field, that is the password. password, input, okay, type, password. ओके, टाइप क्या रहेगा इसका, पासवर्ड रहेगा, एंड द नेम इक्वल्स टू दैट इज द PS. Then another input field, that is the input type, that is the submit. इसका टाइप रहेगा submit because we have to submit the data. Okay, then value, we are using here the value as a login. Okay, for getting the output in the next line we are using the BR, break line. Okay, BR tag, similarly here also. Okay, so this is the HTML web page. We can use here the one header, that is the header, that is the login form. Login form. This is the HTML file through which the user can communicate with the server. Now we have to design the servlets. Okay, so we have to use here the HTTP servlets. Okay, HTTP servlet. I will remove all the inbuilt code here. Okay, I am using here the do post method. Okay, do post method. Okay, do post method of HTTP servlets. Okay, now here I am using the प्रोसीजर. ओके, सबसे पहले हमें क्या करना है, वी हैव टू रीड द वैल्यू फ्रॉम द fields. For that purpose we are using two variable here. We are creating two variable of a type string, that is the name, that is we can say username. Okay, we are taking that username from this field. We have to read the value from this field, that is the using the variable name un. Okay, so we get that value by using the request object, that is the request dot get parameter. Okay, with the names, that is the user names. Okay, similarly we will get another parameter, that is the string type, that is the password equals to request dot get parameter password. Now we are getting the username and passwords, okay, that is sent by the HTML web page. Okay, now we have to return the response to the clients. We have to send the response to the clients by using the printWriter class. We have to use here printWriter class. PrintWriter class is the class that is the input output. This class is available in a package that is called as a IO package, java.io. This is the package where the PrintWriter class is available, java.io package. Okay, so you have to import this package in your applications. Okay, so I am creating PrintWriter class object. Okay, that is the out by using the response dot get writer method. By using the get writer method, okay, it will return the object of printWriter class. Okay, now we have to use this object to write the content on the web page. Okay, that is the out.print, or we can use the println method also. We can use the println object also. Println just like name. This is the formatted output. Okay, here we can use the username. Similarly, we can get the output dot println that is the password. Okay, password. We have obtained the password in a variable name password. Okay, so I will use here the variable name password. So this is the simple servlets that will read the username and password from the clients. Okay, and it will send the response to the clients by using the object of printWriter class that will write the content on the HTML files. Okay, now we have to execute the files. Okay, we have to execute the files. First we have to run the HTML file. Okay, it will take some time. If everything is correct, then we will get the HTML web page. Okay, yes, login form. Here we are using the usernames, just like I am using the username as a Sunil and the password is ASD. Okay, so during the HTML form design, we have used here the type is the text and the next input field. Okay, we use the type as a password, so the password is not visible here. Then after I will click on the login buttons. Okay, here it gives some error. Okay, HTTP method post is not supported by the URL. Okay, let's see what is the error in it. once again we will run the HTML file. Okay, so this is the outputs. Okay, so this is the output by using the servlets. By using the servlets we are getting the response. Okay, so this is the simple servlets that we have created by using the HTTP servlet, by using the HTTP servlets. Okay, तो आई होप आपको ये सर्वलेट समझ में आया होगा. ओके, थैंक यू.